Oh,
John St. Paul's.
all right.
I can't talk to them in person next meeting.
All right, it is 7:02. Let's go ahead and call the meeting to order. There is one addition under yearly fire department report, and that is to add the fire department roster. With that change, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion by Rick, second by John, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Yearly fire department report. Is that you?
Yep. Don't have a lot. It's been pretty slow the last couple months, which is good.
You better knock on wood.
No, I didn't say what kind of calls.
I know, but
No calls.
Okay.
Good calls. We do basically have a full roster. As of right now, we just had one guy resign, so we got one vacancy that we're currently have an application for. The pull tabs at the NHL, if you haven't known, they're there. That's a good fundraiser for us, and seems to be taking off pretty good, and people really like it. Something different to do, but time will tell on that. We did purchase a new rescue trailer. It's quite a bit bigger than our old one. We outgrew that one pretty quick. Our raft doesn't even fit in the old one, so it's pretty nice having this one that we can design the way we need it to work practically. And then got a couple events coming up, one in May, one in June that we know of. So just to play it safe, I think we're just gonna be applying for some spiking permits for both of the events. And really, besides going after more grants, we got one open right now that we're gonna be applying for. We're just closing one out that we got, and yeah, just keep chasing the grants, I guess, is what we've been focusing on.
Mutual aid training.
Yep, Sunday we got, anybody goes through Arlington and notices a bunch of people at the pond in Arlington that we're doing ice rescue training with Arlington. Kind of started making it almost a yearly training exercise, and this year it sounds like we kind of broadened our horizon. I think Norton's coming down, I think Bog is coming over. So that's good. Like training with other departments, it makes it a lot easier when you're on all these calls with them.
At least everybody kind of on the same page on how something was done.
Yeah, in Arlington, we have identical gear, so it's easy to grab their stuff and go. And we do it's nice that they bought the exact same stuff as us, because the raft's the same, they'll know how to run that, how to air it up, life jackets, wetsuits, dry suits, whatever they got. It's the same as we have. But yeah, that's all I really have going on right now, besides the council and council members and first responders in the county are invited to the soup supper on Thursday night at the fire hall. There's a thing somewhere up there, I think. But yeah, that's all we have.
What time does it start, Brian?
My guy, look, it's right there.
Kind of remember.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I think it's 6.
Social thing. But anybody can come anytime.
There it is.
Yeah, it's basically our appreciation to the city council, EMTs, sheriff's department, fire departments in the area, so.
5:30?
I think that's still the happy hour.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll go ahead and read the roster. As of 12/15 of 25, Josh Buer, Chad Olson, Jaden Woodcock, Rick Olson, Jeremy Woodcock, Joe Schnell, Rodney Olson, Tim Scheit, John McMasters, Del Smith, Todd Brown, Jake Smith, Robbie Bentley, Jeff Woodcock, Jim Conrad, Brian Zeke, Rodney Cook, Shane Weichel, John Wink, Alec Juba, Mike Jenkins, Lance Rademacher, Jared Ersted, Tim Kramer, Casey Menzel, Noah Thomas, Taryn Odegaard, Brian Pettig, Eric Larson, and Tyler Park. Do we need a motion on it or
No,
just reading it is good enough for
just
insurance?
it for insurance.
All right, anything else about the fire department report? Everybody good? All right, Banner Associates.
Come on, Cedric.
I'm gonna jump down to chip sealing first. We were meeting next Thursday, a week from this Thursday, to go over our plans this summer. Make sure everything's kind of set the way we want everything. As far as chip sealing, that's the chance that they will honor their pricing so that we can get last year's prices. Not sure if I'm gonna do that yet. I'm gonna look into see what their actual prices are before I do that, but if it's similar, we're gonna probably just do some additional blocks, being last year got skipped. So when they come to town, it won't just be the certain blocks we had plotted out last year, it'll be some additional ones. Probably, like, for example, I think Minden Avenue by the elevator, main scale there, Second Street, stuff like that, but, yeah, we'll see how that goes next Thursday. And then other than that, nothing's really happened since the last couple meetings. And then, the water tower liquidated damages, we, came to an agreement on that of $100,000 and 4 free cleanings, which would include 2027, 29, 31, and 33.
And that went okay? They were,
Yeah, it was a little rough right away. They owned it. They knew that they had screwed up and they could have done better. So that was kind of refreshing to hear that. And
yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, you can only weld the pipe so many times before you just start over. So, yeah, we're just running great now.
wonderful.
What were the years again, Brian?
2027, 29, 31, and 33. And then, if we could, I'd like to get a motion and or a vote on approving that.
I'll make
that
it.
motion.
I'll say it.
Motion by Joe, second by Jeremy. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Was water tower cleanings very extensive or no? Or,
I'm not sure on that one,
okay,
but, I had them ask around about it. They're anywhere from 2,000 to 3,500, but more likely 2,500-ish, so.
Do they drain it? Like
I think
the
they-
other
I was just
company-
gonna ask.
I think they do.
Yeah, the other companies do that.
Yeah, so in a 20, or 35, we'll go back to their company.
Okay. Thanks. Anything else from you?
Nope, that's all I had.
Okay, and I have water tower pay request 14. For McGuire. See, in the amount of, well, amount due this application, but $55,470.15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do you recommend that we pay that, Cedric?
Yeah.
okay,
And they had asked, McGuire had asked to reduce their retainage to $5,000, and that was a big fat no.
yeah, we'll probably wait to see
Yeah,
how we do this winter.
So we are to
Reduce
3%.
2%,
Is there a motion to approve pay request 14 in the amount of $55,470.15?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Joe, second by Austin. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. No public comments.
Public.
Approved minutes of the December 8th regular meeting.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Joe, second by Joel. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And we have minutes of the December 29th meeting.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by John, second by Austin. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion also carries. Committee reports.
The only thing was that I texted the liquor committee today for the agreements. They're up February 1st, but it sounded like they wanted to just do every 2 years. So
Okay.
I'll get those printed up and sent out.
Perfect. Yeah,
I started in the conversation, I was sitting in the dentist chair. And all of a sudden it's ding, 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 ding. I didn't even make an attempt.
Now the assistant says, you're busy, man.
water sewer street report to Doug.
Good.
Haven't been here to do much.
Right.
How are the wheels running?
Good.
Oh.
Did some work on the generators today, had to replace both batteries, they're just sitting there. Corroded all up and everything. So it was good to go through them though, I gotta change oil once the oil change kits come in, we just ordered them today, so whenever they come in, we'll drain the oil and get them done. Like I said earlier, the water tower is running perfect right now. We plan to start inventory whenever Doug gets here, so we basically have a guy that can write. It's nice, it's a lot faster with somebody writing than counting and stuff like that, but both pickups have been in the shop quite a little bit here lately, and the other one's gotta go into the shop coming up, but that's starting to be fun too. And then the other day, I was on the phone with John when I was moving snow, and we had 1.5 inches, and it was really fluffy, and I really didn't know what to do. And he just said, do the main roads, and
Yeah.
it's all gone today. So I'm glad we did what we did, but sorry, what I did. But yeah, between the ice and everything, it was, snow cover was dry by the end of that day. And then we got some pretty significant roof damage on this building that we're gonna have to address here in the near future. So
Yeah, over there on the east side there.
it's everywhere.
Oh, really? Not just there.
You might want to explain it, because he asked me about that part earlier.
Well, that
What's
just
the
peeled up.
other-
Well, yeah, that's,
All
that's obvious when you drive by, but
All the
there's more
screws,
stuff.
all the screws are pulling out because there wasn't any one vice put down underneath between the shingles and there. So all the screws are loose. They did as many as they could reach safely that day when they were up there, and they said that they're all loose. There's holes all over.
They need some help.
That's an understatement. I'm waiting on estimates, but I told them to break them down into 3 different separate estimates.
I mean, are you talking re-roofing or are we talking repair?
Well, the red would have to be all but redone. And then that's not including the other 2 sheds, the other 2 roofs over here.
Hmm.
The ambulance shed, the old ambulance shed leaks every time it sprinkles. And the rafters are all rotted and not good. The flat roof on the old liquor store is pulling up. It's not sucked down and tight like it's supposed to be. So that's something that get some numbers and go from there, I guess. It's gonna really start adding up.
Mhm.
But that's all I have for now.
Any questions for Doug O'Brien? All right, finance officer report.
Okay, so petitions will be available February 2nd, and they need to be back into me March 24th. So there will be 3 positions, 2-year term. So we had, like, just a minute here, Arlington had a meeting with Echo out of the courthouse last week. And so we went through all the logistics of having it with the county. There's gonna be a lot of confusion. And so what we talked to Echo about was we could do it in conjunction with the county. We could have it in the same building, but they would have their workers and we would have our workers. So that our workers would only deal with our city ballots. And if there's a school election, then those. So like those don't have to be complicated with all of the Democrat, Republican, like all the other stuff that doesn't really pertain to us.
Sure.
So I told her that I would bring it to you guys and see what you thought, but that's the way I'm leaning. So
Do any of our normal workers also work, the generals?
we asked her and they were different,
Oh,
so.
Yeah. I guess my question would be, all of our people would then have to go to dismiss? Like, what is that plan? So they would have county workers at every city?
Like they already do, like she sets up, like the polling place and just admits the event center. She has like 3 election workers there. Her place here is the community room, she'd have her 3 election workers here.
Okay,
Okay.
But then if we do in conjunction, I would have my 3.
Okay.
You know,
Mhm.
and if the school,
mhm.
mhm,
So it's basically could have
6 workers.
the 3 on one end of the room, 3 on the other end of the room, and you could, you know,
Okay,
commingle at the little booth things, I would
and
assume.
like for Arlington and DeSmit, it's even more complex because they have wards. So they don't wanna mess up their wards.
mhm.
You know, it's quite easier that we're at large, but. So, I don't know what your guys' thoughts.
Seems like a reasonable approach.
Yeah, whatever's
I
easiest for you.
would think so
Yeah.
too, cause if you start trying to get stuff commingled in with theirs,
oh, yeah.
that just gets to be a
Yeah,
bigger.
then there's something gonna get mixed up and you're going, oh, okay.
Yeah, people might
Then
not
you're talking
understand
headaches.
which portions of the ballot they're supposed to complete, and we could really have a lot of miscounts.
Yeah, no more than it costs us for the election workers, it's just
Right.
as easy to keep our little ones separate at the same time, and then if you need to be at both of them, you can go to both of them.
Right. Okay. I'll let her know. I think that's all I have.
Oh. Okay. Approval of claims.
I make a motion, I'll second it.
Motion by John, second by Joe. Any other discussion? All in favor?
But
Opposed? Motion carries. Financial reports.
So I already sent a portion to Rebecca, but she's gonna have to babysit. Because it was all of the phases, all the money going in and going out. I don't know if I screwed something up in October, but she's gonna look for it when she does the audit.
Okay.
Well, it's just not one that late in the year, that it'd be better to wait early, and so everything's off kilter for you.
Okay. Hearing no other discussion, does someone want to make a motion to approve it?
I'll make a motion.
I'll say it.
Motion by Austin, second by Jeremy. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Hold business, building permit.
We have one building permit on the table here that, for Allen Wild, wanting to or has put in a, storage unit. He says that his property had been rezoned to central commercial. We are unable to find any records saying that it has been rezoned. We checked with, over to D. Smith and talked to a few people over there, and the records cannot show or prove anything. He says he does pay a commercial tax for the property and not like a residential tax.
That's what I do too. I'm
Yeah.
still R1.
But it is R1 nearest we can tell.
Yeah.
Within that, we do see that, it does state on the internet, the shipping container is generally considered a structure, whether it's temporary or an accessory structure or permanent building. And it depends on zoning laws, whether it can or can't be used. With that also being said, stating that it is in an R1 district under a conditional use permit, a commercial storage building used exclusively for storage and not for performance of any other service can be set in there.
On a commercial.
On an R1.
Oh, on
R1. Yes,
Okay.
I have it here if you need to see
Yep,
it.
nope, that's fine.
Yep.
I was clarifying.
Yeah, and within that, then it goes through the conditional use paperwork. And from anything that I see, or there does not need to be any signatures from the neighbors. They just need to be notified. And then they need, if they have a issue with it, then they show up to the council meeting and say they agree. We as the zoning, kind of give you our recommendation, but it is up to the Board of Adjustments, the City Council to yay or nay whether that gets set in there. So there again, the issue right now is that everything shows it's an R1 district, but you still could put that in there. And if it was changed to a central commercial district, which is Main Street across the railroad tracks, no, up to the railroad tracks. Our land where our old shop is actually industrial. It runs all along the railroad for all that. As he said, if it would have been commercial, he still can put it in a C1 district, accessory buildings, and use customarily incidental to permitted use. So it would still have to go through some type of okay from the Board of Adjustments to whether it would be set in there or not.
Okay.
So like I would have him come to conditional use permit. And then
Yes.
I'll go through all the steps with him.
Yep, yep.
And then like the and then the public hearing.
right. The other thing that, maybe Brenda will say too, is that tomorrow night we do have, or tomorrow late afternoon, we do have Todd Case coming in to go over and updating all of our zoning, our zoning book. And if anybody wants to set in on that, you did put an agenda out on the window out here. We figure it will take somewhere around, what did he say, 6 months for us to go kind of through everything. But there'll be a lot of topics, and I guess if you have something that you want to bring up, then would be the time to, and what did he say, we'll meet? I forget what he said.
So typically,
Once a month, every other,
once a month, typically it would be like right before this meeting. This time it was just different, he couldn't make it work. So I think next month we'll probably schedule it, probably in the maybe the community room, because he wanted to put a projection up on the wall. So we might do the zoning part in the community room. So that's February
9th, it says.
so does anybody have any questions as far as that building permit?
Can I get a copy of some of your paperwork there that you referred to?
It's on the internet, isn't it? Did you say, David, or?
Well, he's got the
No, I
specific
actually-
stuff right
I
there.
actually do have all the, R1s, the C1s,
The things that actually pertain to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Already
Yep.
highlighted, so we don't have to.
So we don't have to go to scavenger.
The other thing I did print off, and if, well, same with you, Joe,
Yep.
if they want to rezone property, that could be done.
like according to our map, there's a lot of places that
There are,
need.
just like Joe said, there are, a lot of.
Yeah.
A lot of it needs to be
addressed.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
I get taxed as
get an
commercial, but it's,
updated map from Todd.
There's no record of it anywhere.
no, because like I mentioned before, I can hardly remember the very first time I went in there. Not that I'm forgetful, it's just that it's been at least 65 years since I went in there the first time.
So you
And
were
it was
saying
a dealership, tractor
you can,
dealership. then.
technically they can put a shipping container on an R1 if they're using it for storage? Is that's the city zoning, or that's like a city, okay?
I thought it stated in there when Todd was here that no shipping containers within city limits.
Yeah,
There is nothing in our handbook that says
That-
Yeah.
He pulled it right up, didn't he? And
yeah, which is what, we'll definitely, I mean, we can't do anything tonight anyway, because it has to go through
Right,
conditional
yeah.
use. permit.
Yeah, no, I just thought that's what he said that night he was here.
Yeah, he says
Unless that
that,
was something else that had been added.
yeah, I don't,
It's
Does
very
anyone
possible,
else
could have been
want
changed.
any of these?
Right.
So, did you,
it might not hurt to have
Take
an
another
extra
copy
copy.
just to be on the safe side.
did you say that,
You want the original, Brenda, or you good with that?
did you say, David, that it doesn't have to be approved by your neighbors?
Correct.
No
They just have to
signatures are
come-
required, although they
They have to be notified.
Like a conditional.
after it's put in, I suppose.
Is any adjacent neighbors except.
Well, then you can try out how it looks, if you can't imagine what it might look like.
And like for a variance, it's like that too. The rezoning is the 250 feet.
Yeah. And it is on the papers that he did run off on how to fill out a conditional use permit.
So really, if I'm already getting taxed commercial, it wouldn't be like,
That's to me what I don't get, if you're getting taxed commercial, I would think that you should be zoned commercial.
Yeah,
But
I
I
would
wonder
think
if
so.
Tammy just didn't go under the fact that what the usage was is what she's basing it being commercial,
Mhm.
Yeah,
instead of actually looking up to see commercial.
yeah, because, she can assess based on purpose. She doesn't worry about our zoning maps.
Right,
No,
yep, that's what she said, I talked to her.
yeah, so that's, it really wouldn't change anything unless I wanted to try to do something a lot
It
different or
should, yeah,
something
the
maybe.
city should have done something when there was an implement dealer there. It should have been zoned probably then.
It
And I guess
fell,
really, and
fell
if
through
it,
the cracks.
and if it doesn't cost anything to me and stuff, then I guess it doesn't make any difference if it is changed to commercial neither,
Well,
so
just to kind of keep things
more uniform.
organized,
Yeah.
I think we need to.
I think it would be wise of the city to assess properties in town and rezone. Brenda, you were going to see if we could do them as a group, or if we had to do each property individually,
Mm.
because, that way, 2026, we go forward, we're accurate.
Exactly.
Because like you say, there are some, VRBOs or whatever sitting in town that there used to be, people that done hairstyling, I don't know, dog grooming,
Yeah,
babysitting,
Yeah, we're gonna
all
ask
that.
about all that tomorrow.
But you still should be able to have a home-based business without having to go to commercial, as
You
long
can
as it's
still-
under a
you
You gotta
certain.
do
Yeah,
Deal.
it'd still be under.
Conditional use.
like
Yeah,
conditional use.
conditional.
okay, yeah, we'll definitely be following up with the Todds.
And one thing I'll mention that when he was sitting there, he said he didn't like barn tin. Well, I think barn tin looks a lot nicer than really poorly taken care of
shingles.
shingles and
Yeah.
stuff, so if you look around at all the barn tin that's already here
Mhm.
and say houses look nice, covered with barn tin, I guess
I think that's a matter of, beauty's in the eye of the beholder kind of thing, as
Right.
long as they're.
We just gotta
maintained.
change it in the zones is all we gotta do.
Yeah.
is-
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there also too, they talk about, having to put up fences, such a case like down there for aesthetics,
Mhm.
you
Mhm,
know, if you're,
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Nuisance properties,
So we don't have to do anything with that?
no, because,
Okay.
he has to get a conditional
Oh,
use
fair enough.
permit.
Yep, yep.
Okay. New business, tip 2, disclosure form, letter of intent and loan extension waiver.
Tiff. I have some reservations about the whole Hayfield thing. I kind of question the timing on the whole thing. When Jibo was coming to town, I think it was a no-brainer that we absolutely should have developed that area without a question. But I kind of have some reservations now if this is the best time to do that.
Okay,
My
so,
2 cents.
right, absolutely. So what lots are available in this town for people to build a brand new house?
is there much left up there.
None.
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 Okay. I figured it had to be getting pretty
Yeah.
close, not that I.
Is the
up there
airport
ever-
under a TIF yet, or that was
No,
theorized?
and that would take a lot of
Yeah, I
money,
know.
so the airport's not even close.
No, but if we're gonna invest money, I think it would make more sense to develop that area first, to bring the businesses in, so there is a need for more housing. It's one of those catch-22 deals, which one do you do
Yeah,
first?
which came first, chicken or the egg?
Pretty much, yeah. And as far as how, lots put houses on, there are lots in town, people don't wanna park with them.
Well, that's just it. So what good is it to have a lot that
But
no
I'm
one can
wondering,
buy?
I can't help but believe that some of these people might be willing, to part with a lot if, in benefit of the town to keep the town moving forward. If it was presented in the right
Do you
way.
know anyone who has attempted to buy lots, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay,
Does it go very, well, what about Milness's old property?
We don't.
It's the counties.
We don't have them yet.
It's the counties.
I'd be curious how what that is.
I've had a couple of people contact me about Milness's lot, and I'm like, I don't know what the county is doing, honestly, like, it's been floating around for how long?
Well, and as
Right.
far as that, I mean, all we would, correct me if I'm wrong, all we want for those lots is what we have against them.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, that's all the county probably wants for it, what they have against them, but
but you,
And that-
yeah, the
But I
county's
guess
probably
that's
trying to
probably
get other
gonna-
people to sign off the debt, and nursing homes might be a little reluctant to
Right,
do that. So that might be why that's tied up.
yeah, for sure the house property,
Mm-hmm,
his wife must have been in nursing.
mm-hmm, yeah.
Isn't there like an old trailer park lot on the south end of town that I walk by every once in a while?
It's stuff that kind of in motion there,
Okay,
kind of.
So the
Depends on what
small-
happens.
okay,
small
all right. Would that be a possibility? We'll say
Um,
someday.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think it's more of a trust, like a family
Right, right.
decision thing.
Well, you probably have a better feel of what, you know,
In my opinion, the two most desirable lots that I can see would be the two Milness lots in this town right now.
well, I didn't even know you had two.
Yep,
Yeah,
one block apart from each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where the old barn was,
So
Okay.
that
All
way,
right.
kind of kitty corner-ish into the next
yeah.
block.
But it's been how many years? So I really don't think we,
You don't
Hard to
think
count
Jerry
on now.
Brown would consider selling
he
any?
might. I mean,
He's got a lot there. He can make it.
and it's
nice
not
money.
just, some of those decisions aren't just his either. I mean, some of them are the whole, the
Family, yeah.
has to make the decision.
so that Hayfield area, have you tried selling it like to a developer so we don't have to tip it, like when we come build without a tipper?
Like, I know development board has talked to is it still Eve?
he will not work in a small town.
Right,
He got burned in a neighboring town and will not
Ah.
do a small town. Yeah, he's all over Aurora, but, yeah, nope, he was approached. Development board has been approached by other entities, but you get, like, one was an outfit, I believe, out of California, and that is not well received, just because their ideas were not conducive to our small town living, so.
I also had input from another resident about, like, no more apartments, like,
100%.
right,
Mm,
like, over there, it should be all houses, or like a duplex, like two houses, you know?
Yeah,
Be nice to see something with a little bit lower price tag to get into. There's not a whole lot of jobs around this area. I mean, anybody
Yeah.
that's gonna afford any houses
Like,
has to make pretty
affordable
decent living.
housing really is
right,
that affordable.
and that's no fault. Yeah.
There's a wide range of what affordable housing is.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
Yeah, but I mean, in not blaming developers, like, you can't build a house
Uh-uh.
for under
No.
250,000, so, yeah, affordable is,
the duplex idea probably isn't entirely dumb.
Yeah.
You get, you know,
no, they're definitely needed, and we've talked about those quite a bit as development board, but,
I don't know, I'm just questioning the whole thing.
You know, I'm looking at, you know, okay, we do the TIF, well, nothing happens for, was it 2 years, and then we gotta make
Yeah.
a payment?
Yeah, where's
It's
that
like,
coming from?
And we need to have what, 75% of them committed at that point?
oh, no,
It would be
How-
nice. to-
yeah,
But I
yeah,
mean-
but
In order to make the payment, how
Yeah.
many?
The plan is to build two,
Well, let me ask you this. How many houses need to be built in order to pay back that payment, that first payment at the end of 2 years? How
the
many?
first
have to-
payment?
Yeah.
They wanted two, correct?
I don't remember that. I said 50%.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Built or sold? Built?
Well,
Okay.
yeah,
For- in the
yeah,
Yeah, whoever owns it, I
process-
guess,
in the
pays property
process,
taxes, so, okay.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if the builder builds it and it doesn't sell, he's still on the hook for the taxes.
Yeah.
So we don't care about his problems.
So what's our first payment gonna be? How much?
A chunk.
This is just an example of like the tip up there. In 2025, it was 30,000.
Yeah, so I mean, two houses, that's only 5,000 each, that's only $10,000 worth of taxes.
Yeah.
So where's the other funds coming from? Have we figured that out?
And also.
Yes. So are they not in on the emails that we get? Is it not going to everyone?
Well, I mean,
I haven't seen anything.
I guess you sent the forms, but not like emails or anything.
Okay, yeah.
well, no.
He was
I've
going, he
seen
didn't,
emails.
when we talked to him, he didn't have like exact numbers at the last meeting.
He didn't.
No, so I don't have no idea what the payment schedule,
I
Would be-
mean,
Oh.
he didn't have a payment schedule.
Right.
I remember some example of like a $800,000 TIF, the payment was like $10,000 or something like that.
I thought he said like 48 or something. I thought,
Oh,
I wonder if we need to have Tammy come here. Because when I was talking with her one day over there about properties and stuff, she says, be careful even doing your own TIF. And I didn't understand exactly why she was saying, but maybe she's got some more insight on.
Well, because D. Smith tipped their whole city, didn't they?
No.
No?
that was false.
Okay,
Yeah, that was a rumor.
okay.
So that maybe we could find out what her concerns are and see if they truly are legitimate.
Those concerns would be the same that he brought up, that
Mhm.
if the houses don't get built,
Yep.
then the city is on the hook. That is the concern.
that is it in a nutshell, is
Mhm.
Yeah.
somebody's gotta pay the piper. Well, I just don't wanna be the one holding the,
And I
From the
think
bag,
the
is
thing
it?
that I was mostly worried about was this last time, and I think you mentioned it while it was on video, about if we don't have taxes coming in, they're putting up our sales tax.
right.
So like, right now, we have it budgeted for our own use.
Right.
Mhm.
So
And there's
then,
not a whole lot of slop in there.
so
No,
then let's just say that we have to make a payment of like 25,000. And then something else is gonna have to be cut from our own budget.
Mm.
Right. Yeah,
Which is why I questioned the timing. But I'm a big chicken too.
right.
well, I feel the same. I mean, like you say, it could go by 5 years and we got to make payments and we're gonna, the rest
You
of
know,
the town's
Jiba
gonna.
was, absolutely.
But we only have two
tomorrow,
houses for sale
I
in
would
town
say-
right now, right?
Do it.
One, yeah, two.
I
Two.
think two. Why did that one sell already?
There's one in the new edition. Is that one sold?
Oh, no, I'm
Involved
talking
in this?
yeah, is
So
it,
there's a Fremont.
That one's
sold.
Highway.
One
oh,
sold.
Fremont sold? Oh, good for you.
But the one, but I thought the one over, that you probably won't build, okay.
That one's-
One then
And
Diane's.
yeah, then that
So
one.
there's
So,
two.
Yeah, there's two.
yeah, there's two.
Well, isn't there a couple right over here?
No.
Did those sell?
Allegedly, I heard Marshall Johnson's house was coming up for sale soon, but.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that
Allegedly.
too.
Not the lot though, just the house.
oh, okay, the empty lot to the south.
I heard he's keeping the lot to the south.
Oh.
Oh, okay. You keep
No,
on.
the ones I'm talking about is Penny's and
Oh, yeah.
the one Spacey.
That's over here.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, yeah, here, okay.
Where that one?
Yeah, the little house.
yeah,
Penny's isn't for sale, but the little house is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. but the sign
I'd
is
heard both of
gone.
them one day, he was
Mhm.
ranting and raving about fixed income and
Oh,
couldn't afford the raises and they were gonna move out of here and
Yeah.
all
Oh.
that stuff, so.
yeah, I will say I was much more comfortable with the tip when it was the 8. But then expanding to get the housing more HUD dollars, that made me a little more nervous. Selling 8 lots, I think is very feasible for our community, because as development board, we do get approached by people, and I've heard from people who would like to move back.
Well, and that was the other question I had is how many lots are we talking about here? too?
Originally it was 8, but then it
Right,
expanded.
so he expanded it so that, like, let's just hypothetically say that it was 1.2 million, like, for all of those, even the extras that we added in. So South Dakota Housing will only pay 1/3 of your total. So they increased it so that we can we're only gonna use funding for South Dakota Housing, because we're not going to put houses on those other ones. So like if it was 1.2, so then like 400 is coming from South Dakota Housing.
Yeah.
And then that's all we would use. Like we only use, like that's the amount that we needed.
The 400,000 to develop it.
Right. And he ended with like a 580 number, 500 and
Was it 580?
yeah, so.
Yeah, but,
8 houses isn't quite so scary.
right.
Right. He
Um,
just did the 1.2 as to try to get the total up so that we only needed to borrow from one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotcha.
This makes our payment bigger.
But we're not gonna use, like, we're not trying to find funds for the other 2/3. You know what I mean? Like, they put in for a 1.2, but we're stopping at the one funder. We're not looking for the other ones.
Mm-hmm. But our payment's still based on the 580,000, isn't it?
Right, because that's all we're going
Yeah.
to spend over there.
Yeah, so our first payment is based on that 580,000.
Right.
It's in the 2 years.
It's not gonna be the 1.2
Right.
based on.
when I was reading this,
And that was 20 years, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
max.
yeah, when I was reading this last night, I really, what do we have, 3 viewers now, maybe?
Earlier there were 6,
And now
4.
Okay.
I got
We're
bored.
born, yeah.
So I was think like, not, I hate to make it, because I realize there's also the housing. I think they're pushing this because the governor is looking to reallocate the housing dollars to pay for improvements at 2 airports that are not anywhere near this town. So there will not be housing money available for funding projects like this if we wait too long. That does not mean we should make a decision that we're not comfortable making. But I know that's why they're really
It's a
trying.
factor.
That is why they're trying to push this a little faster.
Because they want to do it February
Yeah,
housing meeting.
right.
That loan was 2%.
Interest. I knew I should grab the notebook out of the back in my car and I didn't, but
I'm pretty sure.
where I have it written down. Good, yeah, based on the fact that we have 4 to 6 viewers any given month, I was like, I didn't know if we wanted to somehow have a public meeting to explain, although they've had opportunity to watch meetings, but I don't want to be 5 years down the road and have people coming back and say that we ran this through and didn't let people know what we were doing either.
Mhm. Like the most I've heard from people that have been here for a lot of years was like disappointment of the other one. And then like I just try to explain to them that that was like our first one and I think it'll go a lot smoother if we just do it.
Yeah.
And Toby Morris is very known for these.
Right.
Like, he's not going to.
Right, he's absolutely a very reputable source for doing this tip. And that's one thing, the city can use him, development board cannot. But again, that's not to influence a decision, but
Unless we do ask for like a newspaper article or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was just my thoughts last night as I was reading this. I like didn't know your guys' thoughts on, like having a meeting with numbers at the ready. And maybe we could even get that person to web in, you know.
Well, yeah, I guess if you guys wanted to try to do a special meeting
Yeah,
next, then I could ask Quinn and Toby if they can do a
right,
webinar thing.
yeah. And then invite the community to come watch is my thought.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, yeah, cause at least if they're offered input, and if
Right.
nobody does anything, then,
You had your chance.
yeah,
Silence
it's kinda
is
like you don't
assent.
care, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
Although I do have to say that I like Joe's idea of getting a hold of Tammy and find out why we need to be careful if we're doing it ourselves. We probably should do that.
Even if
before
she
the
just-
other.
Even if you just email her and she
Yeah,
responds,
just,
she
you know,
doesn't need to be here.
What are
you
the
know.
concerns?
And then if
What is it
if
we
it's
don't know?
all of our concern, I'll
Yeah.
just email it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and maybe we can, would you go back through the emails that I've had with them and forward to committees?
Yes,
So they have information?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess I didn't realize it was not a. So, Banner said they were bringing us a new calendar. Cody slipped and I don't have one. And I'm really squinting.
Don't.
Over there, okay.
Where's been the last 5 years?
The last, yeah. No.
Yeah, we repainted it here.
No.
She's used that.
I had
one right in
Cody's.
front of her.
Oh, yeah, ask Cody for one.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I need
January 12th, 19 is a holiday. 20th, 21st. Thoughts, people? Availability?
I think one of these, right? 20,
That'd be awesome.
21st.
President told
I
me no.
know, no, because then you're taking the space from John and Sue, where are they supposed to?
They're not at the head of the table.
We can slide down a few more inches.
Yeah, well, it could be a little bit smaller. Calendar.
Well, should I ask Quinn and Toby tomorrow morning in the email?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, it probably depends on their
and
schedule as much
maybe
as anything.
like throw out next week as some options.
well, yeah, because he emailed me twice for a couple of those papers, and I'm like, they didn't sign them, so.
Yeah, yeah, so I think let's do that, please.
Yeah, it'd be nice to understand the payment schedule and where the money comes from and
Mhm.
Like, if we want the public to be a part of it, should I have it at the community room?
Yes.
probably.
Sure. Yeah.
Is that gonna work for your
Yeah,
Wi-Fi?
a bunch of people.
No?
Yeah,
Should be, see?
yeah. So I'll have to have one computer doing the live,
Okay.
and then I'll have to take Brian's computer again to have Toby and Quinn on it.
Yeah,
Cause you should be able to get it up on the big TV too, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
it
that's-
should project them on the TV.
That's what I mean, but then
Yeah.
people be able to see them up on there a little better.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, thank you, Brenda.
Do we have a time set in mind, or you're just gonna let us know?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
See what their schedules are first.
Yeah.
but, yeah, I was saying next week, but, if we want it in the paper to let people know about it, we
Hmm.
might have to push it for 2.
Probably.
Right. It's like the 26th.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah,
Okay.
whatever works for them. Okay,
What day is that?
a Monday.
So last Monday.
Well, I was just thinking as long as it wasn't maybe a Tuesday or a Thursday, cause I think there's kids' sports and stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think.
Well, and sometimes Mondays,
Yeah,
but,
sometimes.
Yeah.
that affects no one in this room right now.
No, but it might affect a bunch of the public as well.
Oh, potentially,
Right.
Mhm.
yeah. So first reading of ordinance 472, TAC 26. Okay. Ordinance number 472, TAC 26, an ordinance amending appropriation ordinance 471, TAC 25, and providing for a supplemental budget and adjusting appropriations of the city of Lake Preston for the year 2026. Be it ordained by the city of Lake Preston, Kingsbury County, South Dakota as follows. Section 1. It is hereby deemed necessary and there is hereby appropriated the following sums to meet the obligation of the city of Lake Preston, South Dakota from the general fund. Street paving, unused funds, $118,585. Source of funding, designated fund balance, an amount of $118,585. Brenda, I have a question. Should that be unused funds 2025?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, all right, that's okay. I didn't read the year on purpose. Okay. All right. Is there a motion to approve ordinance 472, TAC 26?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All right, a roll call vote. John?
I,
Aye.
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 All ayes, motion passes.
I
Okay.
will throw out there, I just looked in January 26th, there's boys basketball in Arlington.
Ooh, that should be a big draw.
What about like Wednesdays?
Wednesday, there's some high school sports.
Right,
True.
yeah.
Church night.
Church.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, how big is church night anymore?
Yeah, it's
Not like it
Jackson.
used to
And
be.
it's, and then it's the high schoolers driving themselves anyways,
Right.
so.
Like maybe we could do a Wednesday at 7.
Yeah.
Maybe church stuff would be over by then.
Usually.
Could be. Okay. East River Electric Easement.
Okay, so we had this easement last week. So I did separately email them, because they didn't give us a map that I would have liked. So these are the big, like the poles that you see out here. So he sent me where the exact location is gonna be, and that's the water tower property. And there is where it's gonna be placed.
And you get
Oh,
four
right.
hundred dollars a pole.
Hmm.
And you get $400 a pole.
I think it's 5. I thought.
More.
Or
Oh, where did I see 500? What was that?
my paperwork says 400.
Who gets the money?
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know. Somewhere in my
Looking
email.
at it on the
Yeah, it said 500 and something.
street there?
Yeah.
2 feet in on private property.
Oh.
They must gonna have to cut a lot of trees, Jerry's trees down to get by them.
I bet he only has, I bet they're putting one dang near where that
I don't
garden
know.
is.
It's in the email.
Well, they're putting one, I'm fighting with them right now, because they wanted to put it right by my driveway, and I said, no. I said, I come in with big equipment.
Yeah,
I said, you gotta move it to the east, so.
because ours is gonna be like directly
Oh, that's a copy. Yeah. 500.
from that culvert east.
Yeah.
A little ways.
Because they said 280 to 300 feet span is what they want.
I got 3 of them.
Well, I got half a mile of them, solid down, which I don't care, it's in the field, it's not my front yard. But
Right?
I really don't care about having one in my front yard.
No, kind of undesirable.
There are those ones like along the highway now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 28 feet or something like that.
They're huge.
Okay, so, with the easement, and,
Is there a franchise agreement or anything like that?
it does say it for it.
It
Means
says
it's in our right of way?
something About right of way easement at East River, blah, blah, blah.
So, I haven't seen the map yet. Where are the poles going? They're coming in on 14, going south on,
Going up 209.
South of town.
Going out down.
oh, south of town, okay.
Because I know like in certain examples, we have like franchise agreements with like Mediacom
Right,
to come down our right of ways, which that is Christine's and that would be in the city right of way.
yeah.
Basically stating that if something catastrophic ever happened, yeah, Billy Cox, yeah. If anything catastrophic ever happened, we have the final say if something needs to move. They went around the cemetery out there on the Badger Well.
Yeah.
They literally went 2 poles south of the road, went back north of the road and down they went. I don't know why they couldn't do that there by landings.
Suppose it had extra poles and more.
I'm sure. I don't see a problem with it. I just want to make sure we have our some kind of a franchise agreement or something with them.
So we get one pole, is it?
Yeah. I'm glad we put the power thing we did now.
Mm-hmm.
So it does say, on the beginning of the sentence, oh, it's a long sentence. Know all men by these presents, know all men by these presents, that I, the undersigned city of Lake Preston, grantors for good and valuable consideration, the receipt whereof is hereby acknowledged, do hereby grant unto East River Electric Power Cooperative, Inc., 211 South Hearth Avenue, Madison, South Dakota, 57042. Grantee, a cooperative corporation hereafter called the cooperative, and to his successors or assigns a perpetual easement with the right of ingress and egress to the easement area over the property described as Blick. To construct, reconstruct, repair, operate, and maintain on the above described lands and or in or upon all streets, roads, or highways abutting said lands, an electric transmission line system to cut, trim, and control the growth by chemical means, machinery, or otherwise of trees and shrubbery located within 30 feet of the center line of said line or system, or that may interfere with or threaten to endanger the operation and maintenance of said line or system. That is the longest sentence I've ever seen in my life.
That sounded kind of cumbersome.
Yeah. So, doesn't say that exactly, no, but it does say that they have repairs.
Well,
So
don't worry about
if
that.
it's my concern, and I know the DOT on the highways, if one of them power poles has an issue and they have to drive through mud and they rut the shit out of it, they have to
Yeah.
come in there and fix and plant and seed.
That's how this is too.
Is it?
Yep.
Is that?
I met with the guys out of my place and that's how they,
Oh, okay.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
If they have to redo a repair.
Yep.
With a truck or something. that they-
it'll be to equal or better.
Okay.
And if you had a fence and they have to take the fence down, they replace the fence.
Like I say, I like to play ball with them because we ask other utility companies to play ball with us all the time, so.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was a pretty good program that they had going for it, so,
Is that 500 a year or 500 a?
one time.
one
One.
time?
And I did verify it does say $500.
Yep.
So
So,
where I saw 400 at, there's 400 in there somewhere.
I don't know.
Maybe that's for guide wires. I don't know, we got 400.
Sorry, Doug.
I know it's been 500. in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, the only numbers I seen was the 500 and that 6,000.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough to give Doug the 500.
Right?
Yeah.
Usually
Country.
one that they didn't give.
Country and then in city limits maybe.
Maybe.
Jeremy's in the country.
You get 5?
No,
4?
no, I had more poles, so
Oh,
Oh,
that was different.
okay. So with that concern answered, is there a motion to sign?
I'll second.
Motion by Rick, second by Austin. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Code enforcement agreement for 2026.
We have to notarize.
Let's see that. Oh, you probably want to. Or maybe just take it. Here's the other picture. I know, but on something like this, I like to make it, so then that's all you. Here. Here's your rest. There you go. And then, code enforcement, 2026. Okay.
I think when I was looking at the map, when they go north, up here, I think they jump back and forth across the road just like Ottertail does.
This independent contractor agreement is made and entered into the date the signature below between Joel Johnson, President of Code Enforcement Specialists, and the City of Lake Preston, located in Kingsbury County, South Dakota. So no changes were noted since last time, correct? Scope of work, independent contractor. Compensation. The city shall place a retainer in the sum of $1,500 with a contractor annually. Hourly rates for work performed by contractors shall not exceed $85 per hour, which is in addition to the mileage at 67 cents a mile and reimbursement for actual expenses, rooms and meals, but no, they don't get that. If work performed is in excess of $1,500 annually, then in that event, city agrees to pay invoices submitted by contractor in a timely manner after the receipt of the invoice. In the event contractor does not meet the $1,500 retainer, any excess will be carried over to the next year or will be refunded at the city at the request of the city. So I know we've had conversations in the past. Sounds like at that time, people wanted to continue.
Yeah, I feel we
It's definitely a better option than trying to
do it as a
put it back
council,
in the
but
council. 'Cause,
if we don't enforce what he's enforcing, then we're wasting our time and his time and money.
Yeah.
So we need to start pursuing what the
Yeah.
problem really is.
Okay.
You're absolutely right.
And then Jeremy,
I'll make a motion.
Well, I'll second.
any other discussion? Motion by Jeremy, second by Joel. All in favor?
I,
Opposed?
Oh, how do you say that? Is that nay or?
You can do either.
Oh, okay.
So it still passes with, yes, nay. Kingsbury Classic Cruisers. Rick, July 19th.
We've been doing this for, this will be 35 or 36 years. Anyway, just always, we want to make a habit of just asking permission to use Main Street for the Town and Country Day weekend on Sunday for the car show. And I'm sure you all have been there, so.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
always
asking
cool.
for permission.
so moved.
I'll second.
All third.
Then we'll have a fourth, fifth, and sixth by the time we're all done.
Motion by Joe, second by Austin. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Hiring ad in the Kingsbury Journal for pool manager and lifeguards.
That's what it's at the time here.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Well, the sooner we get it out there, maybe then we can get some before
You sign
they
off
get
for it.
picked off
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah. So motion by Jeremy, second by John. Any further discussion? On favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And we made it to employee concerns. Doug?
I'm good.
Right.
It'll be some wording.
None that I can think of.
Brenda.
So I'm probably gonna start advertising again for the whole help committee on helping clean up properties.
Hmm.
I mean, it's something serious. I mean, there's several properties in town that need help. And frankly, I can't stand the bitching anymore. Everyone bitches to me about, well, his property looks like this. Why would I do this if his looks like that?
Yeah.
I'm sick of it,
Yeah.
basically.
It's nothing we want to force on anybody, but I think it'd be nice if the community rallied together to help people that want the help.
Right. So I'll probably start advertising that.
Okay.
Maybe every 2 weeks or something.
Okay, council concerns, John.
Can't think of any.
Joe,
Nothing I can think of right now neither.
Jeremy,
Unfortunately.
I'm good.
Nothing.
Austin.
I don't know, do we wanna look into pushing that meeting to the 28th? Instead of the 26th, or, right? Is it the
Yeah.
Wednesday?
I think, Brenda, were you going to
Well,
ask about?
they-
when-
Or, yeah, we're
They
gonna
gotta
figure
find
out
their
first,
schedule
yeah,
anyway,
okay, never
so.
mind, never mind.
Right.
But, no, I don't know, who knows?
Rick,
The only thing is, if somebody's moving snow across the street somewhat, clean the tails up. So instead of, if you leave the tails, guess what? People have to bounce over them. And guess what? There was no tails there before they cleaned it off, now they left tails. So that was the only thing I could think of.
Tails.
You know,
The plow edges?
edges? Yeah, the plow edges, whatever.
Like when they
I
come
call
out
it
of
tails.
the driveway, they plow across.
Yeah,
the road.
yeah, I
That's-
got you.
They clean your tails up.
And if you get weather like
If you're
this,
gonna do it right.
if you get weather like today, it melts anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, I mean, but
This has been a weird year.
But-
I have nothing, but yeah, thank you.
One thing, whatever happened come about of the coyote?
Oh, yeah, whatever happened
It
to that?
looked like it died.
Yeah.
Probably.
The
Sounded
pictures
like it
on
was on its
Facebook,
last legs anyway.
Yeah, it didn't have long to live. It had the mange pretty good.
Yeah, okay. Cause I just hadn't heard anything for a while, so.
I know Mona thinks that her cat got whatever it had.
Oh.
And the cat died, so.
Oh.
It's a barn cat, so she wasn't too attached, but.
Could
That's
have
what she
picked it up.
thinks. But no, we haven't heard hide and hair. I mean, the last time we did, we all took off and, yeah, we never did see it. It was a Saturday morning.
Mhm.
We were all at the fire hall, actually.
Mm.
So we all grabbed guns and took off and missed it.
The lynch mob was on the way.
Our next regular meeting is February 9th here, but stay tuned as far as a special meeting the last week of January. Is anyone calling for executive session? Awesome, we are hereby adjourned at 8:15.